Hey everyone, it's Overrogue here again, and with a video showcasing some comparison with 4 different heavy weapons: Avenger, Redeemer, Viper and Ember. And I have done similar video with same weapons, but as you may know, in the recent test server we had some balance changes in which the Avenger got nerfed and the Redeemer actually got an overall buff. It now fires 3 shot with improved fire rate, so we will see if that makes any difference. So let's start first with the Avenger versus Viper. So as always, at first we will do the damage exchange. We will keep both the weapons equipped on a robot, here in this case Fury, and we will do this damage exchange from different ranges. Then at the last we will place them individually against a Bulwark and a Falcon, and then we will see which of these weapons will take them out faster. So here we first did with the at 475 meter, and this was the result. So at 475 meter range, the Viper won and did 31,000 more damage compared to Avenger in the same time. This one was at 375 meter range. Again, the Viper outperformed the Avenger, but the damage difference was not much this time, only 5800. So let's get closer in range, and as we get closer you will see the Avenger will deal more damage, and that's because its fire rate increases if you fire continuously for 2-3 seconds, and also the accuracy improves the more you are closer to your enemy. So that's some factor why the damage, you will see it keeps increases. Like now the Avenger is winning against the Viper, and also the difference is a lot, 45,000 first and now 48,000, and in this one you will see the difference is now 43,000. So here is the result between Viper versus Avenger for this test, which is not much different than the last one. But for the Avenger versus Redeemer, which is the next test here, this one starting first with 350 meter range. So last time if you saw that video, it was a draw, but now the Redeemer is outperforming the Avenger by 42,000, which is a lot and insanely different from the last test, and that's definitely because of the balance changes. And now getting closer, now at 230 meter range. So the Avenger won, but the damage difference is only 5600, and again it will be the same for this range, for 97 meter range. So here we have the result now between these two weapons. At 350 meter range the Redeemer won, and below that the Avenger won, but the damage difference was not a lot. And now it's time for Avenger versus Ember. So for 350 meter range it's a draw here, but in the last Avenger versus Ember video, in that one I think the Avenger won in all ranges against the Ember, but now we are again seeing some different results. And here at 250 meter range the damage difference was 8,100 and the Avenger won, and again at 100 meter range the Avenger won with a difference of 5,000 damage. So here's the result between both these weapons. At 350 meter range draw, below that Avenger won, but not with a huge damage difference. And now it's time for Redeemer versus Ember, and then we will do the Redeemer versus Viper, and at the last we will do that. We will place them individually against a Bulwark and Falcon, and then we will see how they perform. So here in both ranges the damage difference was the same, 18,000, but you will see in 100 meter range for the Ember versus Redeemer it is actually a draw. And again, for the possible reason, I will say because of the Ember, it has a very slow fire rate, right? I don't know if fire rate is the right word, but you know, the flames travel very slowly compared to other weapons. So in close range, when the robots were so close to each other at 100-meter range, so I guess the flames were reaching faster to the enemy robot, than it was doing in other far ranges. So I think that might be the possible reason that it's a draw at 100-meter, but in rest other there is a difference of 18,000, and Redeemer is winning in all that. So yeah, I guess that's the reason. And here for the Redeemer versus Viper, all of them were won by Redeemer. Well, of course, below 350-meter range. Above that, definitely the Viper will win. So yeah, here is the result with the damage difference. And now it's time for the final test. We will place them against Bulwark and a Falcon. Here is the Avenger. So it only took 11 seconds to take out a Bulwark, and the reason is, you know, Avenger, like all kinetic weapon, deals twice damage to physical shield, so that's why it took out that Bulwark so quickly. And now it's time for Falcon. For this, I think it took some, I don't actually remember, but it's 9.3 seconds or something if I'm not wrong. Let's see. Oh wait, it's actually 12.2 seconds. Okay. 9.3 is definitely, it was for some other test, I don't remember. And now it's time for the Redeemer. It has to go through the Aegis shield and the physical shield both. The Redeemer can only bypass the ancient shield. So yeah, but here it has to go through both Aegis and physical shield, so it will take a lot of time. Let's see how much it takes. Okay, so it took 21.4 seconds including the reload time. And now it's time for this against the Falcon. So here it took 19.1 seconds to take out the Falcon, and now it's time for the Viper. Okay, so here this weapon can bypass Ancient Shield, but the Bulwark has the Aegis and physical shield, so this weapon also has to go through both the protection, and then also there was another advantage of the Viper weapon is the corrosion effect. And it keeps stacking up the more you fire continuously at the enemy. So here taking out the Bulwark in 31.7 seconds, which I think is even more than what Redeemer took. And now it's time for the Falcon. Okay, so it took 29 seconds to take out the Falcon, and the corrosion seems to ignore resistance. I don't know if that is fixed because it really took a lot of time. The Viper used to take out Falcon a lot faster from what I have seen in previous tests. But yeah, I guess they might have fixed that. I thought that is actually a like a planned, a feature in the game, that resistance ignores corrosion. Corrosion ignores resistance. So not sure about that. We will see that later. And here for the Ember, it only took 9.3 seconds to take out the Bulwark, and that's because the Ember ignores physical shield as well as ancient shield. So it only had to deal with the Aegis shield of Bulwark, and the physical shield was just like nothing. So here is the result. The Avenger and Ember did pretty well against tanky robots like Bulwark and Falcon. So now at the last, in the conclusion, I don't think we can actually say a particular weapon which is best of all these four. So I guess we have to choose according to our needs. So like if you want a mid-range weapon for camping or maybe for a support role, I will say you should go with the Viper weapon, and at very close range like 250 or below, I will say the Avenger is better. And for other ranges, not sure which one to go with. Like Ember has its own advantage as well as the Redeemer. The Redeemer can bypass Ancil shield, does a lot of damage, but the Ember can bypass both Ancil and physical shield. So in case you are dealing with an Ancil lot or maybe Bulgazari, so it's really good to take out those robots. So yeah, you will have to choose accordingly. So I guess that's it for this video. If you enjoyed or if you find it informative, please don't forget to leave a like and also subscribe if you're new. And I guess I will see you in the next one.